Good evening to all of you. A warm and hearty welcome to Ahmedabad Management Association and to this special event for this program on opportunities to expand business in the UK. I'm sure each one of you who is present here is exploring how you all can look at UK as an opportunity for business. And that is the exact reason why you are here. So also is our guest today going to talk to each one of you about what all he can offer in terms of that opportunity for you. And today's guest of honor, our speaker, is Yash Dubal, the managing director of MDAY. He is the managing director of AY and J Solicitors London. Friends, a law firm that offers you that opportunity is something which we'll be looking forward to so that we reach there in the right fashion. And I am sure today Jas is going to explore and share with you that opportunity which he has to offer. Just to give you a brief about him, the managing director of the firm and senior immigration expert, I would call. Yes, he is walking proof that people can create success in any avenue that they aspire for. He founded AY and J Solicitors on the principles which I felt are really something that all of us should aspire for, and they are honesty, professionalism, reliability, helpfulness, and approachability. Each one of them very close and dear, not only to me, but to Yash as well. And all the three members, well, family members, who were instrumental in founding that organization. Not speaking much about him or his credibility here, I would leave it for him to speak and tell us his real story of how he has founded this institution, which is amongst the top law firms of that country. Today, I take this opportunity to welcome him to Ahmedabad Management Association on behalf of all of you. Please join your hands in welcoming him. And yes, Yash, the dais is all yours to share all that you want to tell us about how each one of us present here can be part of what we all aspire to be, that is, being in business in the UK. Thank you. Please.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Francis G, and big thank you to Mr. Nair to facilitate this event at a very short notice. I'm very grateful for this opportunity. And the purpose of this event is to share all my experience, expertise, and knowledge I have, so that you would have some sort of awareness as to how you can expand your existing business to the UK. So that's the theme of this event. If you have business, and if you have a reason and vision and strong desire to start something in the UK, I would say it's very easy. It's very easy to start your branch office and expand your operations to the UK. It's very easy, and I will explain you how. Sure. Okay. So for this to work, I hope you can all listen to me. If you can't listen, please let me know, so I'll just adjust my mic. So for you to start your business or expand your branch office to the UK, I would say there are two requirements. One is you have to have a strong purpose and vision, and a reason as to why you want to be in the UK. And there are various reasons people want to be in the UK, various reasons, which I will not share with you now, but I want to invite your feedback. This is a very interactive 45 minutes, and I have brought in a online poll system. So if you have smart devices with you, you can enter an URL in your web browser, which I will share with you in a minute. And I want your genuine thought, your reasons as to why you want to be in the UK. So that is the first exercise. I will also explain what are the better good reasons to be in the UK. Now before we start this event, I want to share a very short story about me. So I am a son of a driver. I was born and brought up in India. My father passed away in 1997 when I was in 12th science. It was a very, very difficult time. My mother, who never went outside home, she was a housemaker for 25 years. She started working. She's a hero. And she brought up 3 children like me, my younger sister and my younger brother. So I'm coming from a very, very, very humble background, and I was very desperate to create a better life for myself and my family. So in 2003, I thought, let me go to UK, because one of my friend was in UK. I said, okay, let's try at a young age. I finished my computer engineering from Gujarat University, and I was offered a job of 5,000 rupees. I thought this 5,000 rupees will not make my life better here. Let me search for something else. I did not have money to pay for my visa fees. And my cousin brother, who is a very well-known industrialist in Ahmedabad now, he lent me 1,500 pounds. So with that 1,500 pounds, I went to UK in 2003. Now in 2020, we are a very successful immigration law firm based in central London in Legal 500. We have 4,000 plus clients, and we have 700 plus reviews on Trustpilot. So the moral of this story is like, you can create what you want to create. It takes time and persistent approach. And you need support, which of course we can facilitate. But before that, you need one thing, and that is a purpose. Why do you want to be in the UK? Right? So this is where we want to start. So that was a bit of my story. What will happen in this event today is, so first I will invite your feedback. Why do you want to be in the UK? For 2 reasons. First, I want to know why do you want to be in the UK. Secondly, probably you will also self-realize why you want to be in the UK. And then that once you have that clarity, everything else is possible. So that is one. Then the number 2, I will explain why do I think is good for me personally. So my point of view, and some government published statistics as well, why UK is better to them. Number 3, I will of course share the solution. What is the solution? So I will explain what is it, what is sole representative. And many of you don't know what is sole representative. So I'll explain what is sole representative visa. I will also explain how you can get that. I will also explain the document you need to provide. What are the restrictions, what are the benefits. So I will explain the entire solution. The 4th thing is, we will invite your question again through this interactive poll, which you can do it. And I'll answer as many questions as I can within the limited time we have. And if I cannot answer your question, feel free to put all your question on that online poll. Just drop any question. It might be not related to immigration. It can be any question you might have. I want to just help you today with whatever I have gained in last 16 years being in UK, good or bad experience. So you have a ready-made knowledge to start using for you to expand to the UK. So put all your questions in there. And then after, I will invite some feedback about my seminar and how I can improve. So this is how we will end the event. And I will also share one small video testimonial of my clients that is 90 seconds. So that is the entire event of the day. So without any further delay, we'll just start this slideshow. And I need password Darshan now. Sorry about this. Internet. Really? So again, how to expand your business to the UK, and the solution is sole representative visa. We talk a little bit about myself. We also talk what will happen in this seminar. I've explained 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of this seminar. Now we want to invite your feedback. Why? Why do you want to be in the UK? So if I can invite you all, if you can, type this link in your web browser. It's paulev.com/AYJS563. Now this will help you to provide your feedback. Please confirm if you can see this question on your screen. If you have typed the link, this is the link, paulev.com AYJS563. This will also help you to ask your questions. So throughout my event experience, there are people, they have questions, but they are shy asking questions. So this is very easy way of drafting, just putting your questions on the screen. Knowing your pain is very important. Knowing your concerns are very important. I don't want to share my the huge knowledge and I start talking something which is not useful to you. So let's focus on your gain, your pain, and try and find out how I can help you. So if you can see this now, do you see? Oh, great. So I've started getting some responses, and this is very nice, very interactive. You can type responding why. Yeah, it's so there might be personal reasons people want to be in UK, and there are of course professional reasons to be in the UK. And again, as I said earlier, there has to be extremely deep desire and purpose behind your intention. Why do you, what is your intention? Why do you want to be in the UK? And if it's strong enough, and if it's right enough, of course, then only you want to invest your time, you want to invest your money and to invest your energy. So you start getting responses. If we can try and limit this probably to more 30 seconds. And after 30 seconds, we'll move on to the next slide. So please provide as much as possible feedback. Every opinion is individual opinion. Whatever is right for one person is not right for other person. So, and whatever is not right for other person is absolutely right for you. Thank you. I think I will now move on to the next slide, and now I want to explain why I think UK is good place. Now, if you have I am not a business consultant, by no business. Being a computer engineer who never studied in a law degree, I did not study law degree, I was never trained as a lawyer. But today I am running a successful immigration law firm in central London, so I know business. I have a team of qualified solicitors working for me. So I know business. So why choose the UK? As a business person, you have to make a choice and call. Why do you think there are opportunities? I can connect you with right people who can also do business plan for you. They do analysis for you. They can prepare a report for you for potential business opportunity before you start investing more time and money and energy. So of course, to do fact finding is very important. It should not be a very rushed emotional decision where you end up wasting your time, money and energy. So I will put everything at your disposal, whatever I have in terms of context, knowledge and experience, with just a wish to help you today. So why choose the UK? I believe UK is the 5th largest economy, and it offers very strong business friendly environment, which is very reliable, and you can easily expand, trade and invest. There is a stability, security, and I will talk more about that. There is transparency and simplicity, and there is a diplomacy and influence. So 4 out of top 10 universities are in UK. UK is also number 1 rated for attracting global talent. These are 590,000 new businesses started in 2017. It's the 4th largest stock exchange and 75% employment rate. These are the statistics published by the UK government. And I know probably some of you know about Brexit. What is Brexit means? UK has now voted out to come out of EU, and it's happening. So 1st January 2021, UK is not in the block of EU. And I believe, and this is my personal opinion, this will open a lot of opportunity for India. And if you ask me question why, and the reason I would say why is, after Brexit, for the UK, there is no difference between Germany and India, or France and India, or Italy and India. There is no difference for UK. Prior to that, prior Brexit, it was one nation, 28 blocks of one nation, as if like if you want to do business in Maharashtra, you can go there today and you can run business. You don't need anybody's permission. Likewise, prior Brexit, it was 28 countries were like one country. So anybody can go anywhere without any permission, can run any business, work anywhere the way they like. There was no permission required. Now after Brexit, from 1st January 2021, if you want to go and run a business or compete with somebody from Europe, it's same. They also need equal permission as Indian will need. Now, based on what my knowledge, because I was born and brought up here, if we put Indians in competition with Europeans, I believe, and again it's my personal opinion, and I might be biased about it, Indian will be on top they will compete and they will come on top with compared to other European counterparts. Looking at that, I think India has big opportunity to grab from 1st January 2021 to be in the UK. And for this reason, I wanted to, of course, share my knowledge. If you as a business want to take a slice of it, you should start looking into that opportunity now. Why do I personally live in the UK? And the reason I want to be in the UK is, my first reason is, I get this sense of security and safety in UK. So when I'm living there, my son, who is 11-year-old today, his name is Jivin, he is in year 6, we call it standard 6 year. And he uses public transfers in the morning, public transport, right? So when he leave house, 11-year-old kid on his own, 7 o'clock in the morning, he will leave house. I don't need to worry whether he will come back home safe or not. I don't need to make 500 phone calls here and there. I don't need to do any checks. I don't need to give him mobile phone. If my wife was to go midnight somewhere in anywhere in the UK, I know there is a protection, there is a sense of safety and security. I do get a lot of clients from India to come and visit me in central London. The one particular client I saw 3-4 weeks back, he was from Uttar Pradesh, and he said, I spend 20 lakh rupees in my security every year, and I have a lot of arms, like guns and this and that, and I spend a lot of money on my security. And he said, it's not nice feeling to live in prison environment, so for that reason I want to be in the UK. So as I said, there are various reasons, different reasons for different people. We don't know what is your reason. You can of course figure it out what is that. So for me, it's a sense of security and safety. It's a developed country, of course, and there is a better infrastructure. So if I want to drive 30 kilometers, it will take me 20 minutes approximately. And I'm in India for last 1 week. It takes approximately 60 minutes to drive 30 kilometers. It takes 2 minutes per kilometer. India is a very good country. I love it. I was born and brought up in here, but the infrastructure is taking some time to develop, and it will take some time. It's a better lifestyle. There is a free medical health care. I don't need to pay for any medical checkups. I get everything for free. Even you can get it for free if you are there on visa. Any visa you have, you get free medical health care. Free school education. I don't need to pay for any fees for my son up until school. So it's like year 12, 13. You don't pay any fees. And British passport allows me to travel 170 plus countries without visa. And it's a very easy place to do business. So I love it for this. And this is my personal reasons. I'm not here to sell UK as a product or service. I'm just sharing my knowledge and experience, how it's helping me. And it might help you, it might not help you. It's again your choice. Now let's talk about the solution. What is the solution? What we did, we collected your potential reasons to be in UK. I've explained potential benefits of the UK. And now I want to talk about the solution. After talking the solution, I will invite all your questions and I'll answer all your questions. The solution is very, very, very easy. And the reason I can say that, because I've been doing it for many years. And within next 15 minutes, I will share the solution. I will make it so easy for you. If you want to do it yourself, you can do it as well. And if you need my help, you can ask me. So let's talk it first. What is sole representative visa? What is it? What is this visa category? So this visa category is for someone who has established business in the UK. And they want to open branch office in the UK. So they have established business in India, and they want to open branch in the UK. So it's for existing businesses. Now what is established business? There is no definition. This is beauty of this category. It's a very beautiful category. There is no set definition of established business. It can be any genuine business who is up and running, and they have a good reason to open branch. So I will take an example. And I would invite this example from the audience. If someone can raise your hand and say, look, I have a business, I think I have a reason to be in the UK. Can you help me with that example? Please, just one. Yeah, sir. What's your business? Good. Let's keep it there. So there is a business who is in chemical production in the UK, right? So you produce chemical? You trade chemical. Well, where do you source that? No. So you source this or you produce this and then you want to export now, right? Okay. Where? All right. All right. So you trade. So there is a chemical business, right? So they are trading chemicals, and then now probably you think there is an opportunity you can export to UK, right? You want to be in the UK. Good. Yes. Sure. 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 Good. Good. So you see, point here is, do you see business opportunity in UK for yourself? Do you want to export to UK? But you see, like the discussion here was, what gentleman said is he want to be in the UK for his trading reasons. He's getting some different quote. That's what I heard. So if he was to be in the UK, it would be easier for him to export overseas. There are various of reasons, right? Every business has different reasons why they want to be in the UK. We'll find that out. So let's pick one example of this trading business, of chemical trading business. If this gentleman, may I take your name please? Ajit Patel. So Ajit Patel ji wants to, let's say, expand his branch office to UK. How can he do that? And if we can cover that in next 15 minutes, I think so you all will relate to the Ajit Patel ji's example, and then you all can open branch office in UK. That's easy. What we need from Ajit Patel ji is, can I call you Ajit? Okay, Ajit. So what we need from Ajit is, we want to know, like say I am a lawyer and Ajit ji say, okay, I want to open branch office in UK, that's for sure, so that my business prospect will be higher. I can now export, then after I can export to EU, I can export to different countries, and it opens up loads of opportunity for me, not just exporting to UK but other countries as well. Very good. So I'll say, okay, we can help you to get sole representative visa. With this visa you can open up a branch office. What I need from Ajit ji is, I need, again there is no set requirement, remember. So this is beauty, right? There is no hard and fast requirement. It's a very customized solution for any business. So what I would say, we need to establish whether are you a genuine and legit business in India or not. That's the first question for UK government to know, right? So UK government, before they grant visa to Ajit ji, they're like, are you a genuine business? Can you please help me? Show me some evidence. And it's all document based. So I will ask as a lawyer, Ajit ji, provide me last 2 years of your chartered certified accountant, accounts certified by chartered, CA, your CA. So he will say, okay, there is a legit, income, outgoings, and he's paying some taxes on his business. And that's there, right? So that box tick. So it's a genuine business. Now, do you know how much money would you need to invest, or probably you need at disposal to open a branch office in UK? Do you know that? He doesn't know that. But he's a desires, look, I have to open. So it's a trading office. So he doesn't need to get a big warehouse as of now. He doesn't need to get a very nice location in central London. He doesn't need to do that. What he can do, he can have a very small serviced office. And probably serviced office concept is very popular now in India as well. In UK, you can find a good service office for even £250 per month, which is 25,000 rupees per month, which Ajit says, yes, okay, that's affordable, that's fine. So what we are now trying to do, so we found like business is legit, it's fine, that ticks the box. Next is we need to find out, does he have affordability to open branch office in the UK, right? So it's about affordability. Now, The affordability is again subjective. You might ask me a question, how much money do I need to invest to get this visa? That might be a question of yours. The answer to that question is very subjective. It can be £50,000, it can be £100,000, it can be £200,000, it might be £500,000. It's very subjective. And we can of course find this out with a professional business consultant who will prepare a very professional business plan for you. They will also do a forecast for you and find out, they will do 3 years forecast and they will find out what is the potential expense for you to do. If it's service based or let's say trading business, doesn't cost too much money. Right? So let's pick one example. Let's say you need 50,000 pounds, you need 50 lakhs rupees, let's say, at your disposal. So we need to, second requirement, we need to convince the UK government that there is enough money with the business to open this branch office in the UK. So let's say 50 lakhs rupees, we are picking as an example. This is a very hypothetical scenario. And just for the sake of your understanding, we are taking this. So let's say 50 lakhs rupees in his business account is there. He said, look, I have 2-3 crore rupees or 5 crore or 10 crore rupees turnover, but I don't keep 50 lakhs rupees in my account. It's perfectly fine. I understand that. No business wants to just block their capital. There is always cash flow in and out. But I hope and you all will agree that you need some funds if you want to start branch office. So you can bring in this money. Let's say you are keeping average 5 lakhs rupees, but you are bringing this 50 lakhs rupees from somewhere, I don't know where, but you are bringing this. You have to bring this to convince the government. And of course, your genuine plan is to open branch office. So you have to have this money at disposal. And government wants to know, do you really have these resources to open branch? So you are bringing this 50 lakhs rupees somehow from some resource. I don't know what and why and where. So as a lawyer, we want to know the source of these funds. Let's say you are taking a loan from somewhere through your family, friends, or through other businesses, or you are selling an asset, or you are doing something. Just we want to know the source. Is it a legit money? We just want some documentation of the source of these funds. Easy? So far, so good? Right? So we established first this legit business in India. We appointed a business consultant who will prepare a business plan. Ajit ji will say, look, these are the reason I want to be in the UK. He will provide the high level explanation why. Then the business consultant based in UK will do the rest of the work to prepare business plan, which will be convincing enough to the UK government to explain why Ajit ji wants to be in UK. Then third thing Ajit ji did, like what, so he found enough resources. He said, look, this is the resource. We have 50 lakhs rupees in bank account. We can afford and we can now open branch office. This is the money is there now. This is the third part is the fourth part is tricky, right? And I want all of you to understand that he cannot go as a sole representative to UK. This is the tricky bit. He has to find out a senior member of staff, and that senior member of staff will go to the UK and open branch. Next question, who is senior member of staff? Senior member of staff is someone who doesn't have majority shareholding in the company. Right? This is what you want to remember, please. So sole representative who is going to the UK is not the owner. If the owner leaves this country, who will run the business here? That's the government's. So this solution is for someone who wants to send a senior member of staff to UK to open up a branch office. Now you say, look, I am the owner and I want to go to UK for my personal immigration. That is a separate solution, and that you can email me separately and we'll discuss that. But today's event is more about how you can expand your business. Today's event is not about how can you go into the UK yourself. I can see there is a question, but we'll give you that opportunity at the end of this event, right? Through this browser. So now Ajit ji found a senior member of staff. Now this senior member of staff should be capable enough to make decisions on his own while he's in UK, right? He should be working reasonably well, maybe 2-3 months or at least 2-3 years or 5-20 years. I don't know why. There is no specific. As I said, there is a very customized solution. There is no hard and fast requirement. You might ask me a question, okay, so this senior member of staff, how many months or years should he been working with us? There is no requirement. Might be 2 months, 3 months, doesn't matter. So when we did, so I want to share this case to an IT company from Bangalore. They contacted us. We want to start business in UK. They hired somebody for, let's say that this guy was in Mauritius, was a very good person for them. They hired them for 2 months on payroll. They sent them to UK as a role representative from India. Sole possibility, various possibilities, very flexible visa, just to expand here. So first we found is a legit business. There are resources. We prepared business plan. Ajit ji found a senior member of staff. Now say, okay, this is the right person who can go and expand to the UK. And this person has to do a small English language test. Right? It's a very basic English language test. If they can speak, and again, it's my opinion, don't hold me accountable for this. And if they can speak I come, you go, that's enough. And it's a 4 band each in IELTS. It's easy, very easy to pass English. It's a 4 band, it's A1 of category, A1 category. It's very easy. So they have to pass this English language test. So if you do this, then we have a good case to submit your sole representative visa application. This preparation, based on my experience, we have been doing it for many years. It takes about a month or 2, depending on your availability. If I drop you an email, say, okay, give me this document. If you take 3 weeks to just give me those documents, probably it may take many more months. But if we are very proactive, keep exchanging emails quickly and keep exchanging the information quickly, it takes about a month. 1 month. Once you submit this application, and then it takes about 3 to 6 weeks for the UK government to make a decision. 3 to 6 weeks, very quick. This is the beauty of it. The UK government is very, very fast making decision on immigration application, very fast. So when you submit in local VFS office, it's very quick. 3 to 6 weeks, you should get a decision. There might be an interview. There might be an interview with the Home Office, and the reason of this interview is they want to know, do you know your business well? So they will interview this sole representative, which is a senior member of staff of Ajit Ji's company, and they want to speak with the senior member of staff. Do they really know their business, and are they capable enough of developing a branch office? They want to understand if they have read their business plan or not, right? So I think it's just checks, right? Credibility checks. Very simple. Very, very simple. UK, I love UK immigration process. The reason I love UK immigration process is it's a very democratic country. Unlike USA immigration, where you only get refusal and you don't have any opportunity to challenge that refusal, where in UK you can challenge any government decision. Any government decisions. There are lots of myths that you can't challenge visit visa refusal. There is no right of appeal for visit visa refusal for UK. That is wrong. You can challenge any UK immigration decision. And the way you can challenge it via judicial review. So when there is no right of appeal for UK immigration, it is not end of your, it's not end of the word. You can challenge, still you can challenge it through judicial review proceeding. And of course you need to know that. You can Google it, what is judicial review for UK immigration, and of course you will find a lot of information, and if not, you can always email me and I'll advise you on that as well. So let's say if you have done proper application, and if UK government was to refuse, you can always challenge. There is an administrative review, and if that administrative review was to fail, and if you think you are right, you should not stop. You should continue challenging via pre-action protocol and judicial review. It's the best judiciary system in my view and opinion. It's the best judiciary system in the world, where the UK government recently lost 2 cases in Supreme Court. If the government losing the cases in Supreme Court, you can imagine how stringent the judiciary system in UK, right? So if we prepare the case right, if we provide the right information, if your intention is right, if you are honest, and if you have right reason to be in the UK, your application in my view should be approved, and if not, you should challenge it to win and get that application approved. So this is the solution I have discussed, and I'm sure there might be many more questions, so we'll now open questions. And I will invite question again through that browser. I'll share that link again on browser. I hope it's not boring till now. And now we are getting into interactive part of it. So I'm sure you have loads of questions. So if you start putting your question into this link, it might be there on your screen. 1 second, I have to go back to poll. Now, 1 second. Please insert your questions here. Can you see this on your browser? Do you need the link? Do you need the link? The link is on top. It's pollev.com, and if you can't see that link, I can go back to the previous screen and I can show you the link one more time. But if you have this on your browser, can you type? I'm not receiving any response. That means probably either my screen is not. Can you see? Can you just drop something? Good. Good. This is good. So if there are common questions, you don't need to type the question. You can just vote. And if you vote that question, we'll start answering the top question because a very limited time. We have 15 minutes. And if Francis ji permits me, I'll take 5-10 minutes extra to answer those questions. Thank you, sir. Thank you. This is your opportunity. Any question you might have, please feel free to drop here. I will answer all of your questions today. This is all about you, how you can expand your business to the UK. Any common question you see here, you don't need to type, you can vote that question and then that will help us to answer. So I will answer the highest vote question first in priority. So we'll wait probably 10 more seconds and I will start answering questions. You can still drop more questions while I'm handling those questions. Perfect. What kind of companies can send their representative to the UK? Any company. The answer is any company. Now, it again depends. Let's say you are a convenience store here. I'm just taking a hypothetical scenario, right? If you are a convenience store here, 1 second, sir. How can you open branch office in UK? Do you think you can open branch office? If you think you can, and if you think you cannot, this was told by the Henry Ford, not by me, right? If you think you can, and if you think you cannot, either way you are right. Yeah.
I put up that question actually. What I wanted to ask was something different.
Sure.
We have different types of companies here: private, limited, public, partnership,
Sure.
proprietorship.
Sure.
So what I meant to ask was where
Very good.
specific.
Good. Thank you. So let me just repeat this question. Very good question. The question is limited company, private limited company, proprietorship. What sort of company can open branch office? Any company can open. It can be a proprietorship. It can be any sort of legal structure. In India, if you have a right reason and finances ready, you can open branch office. Simple as that. Very flexible visa category, very flexible. There is no sort of any set of legal. They are not expecting only private limited company or limited company to be in UK, right? They invite all businesses, come do business in UK. If you think you can do business, come, no problem, most welcome, right? Did that answer question, right? So, did I answer that question? What kind of companies, right? If you have any follow-up question, you can probably insert at the bottom. Let's go to the second question. Can family members of director apply as representative? Good question. So, sole representative, as I said, is senior member of staff who is not a majority shareholder of the company, can go to the UK as a sole representative. So, yes, family member can apply, but they're supposed not to be a majority shareholder, number one, and number two, they should be a senior member of staff in Indian operations, if that helps. The next question is, in this category, how many owners can travel or branch office? So how many over can travel? So if the question is how many over can send, how many sole representative?
How the main owner can travel.
Oh. How main owner? Oh, thank you. Sorry, apology. I did not read it properly. So the connection has been interrupted. Responses may be delayed. Probably it's just the internet, I guess. So if you want to, Darshan, come and fix this internet so we can have seamless incoming question. We don't want to stop questions coming in. If you want to check that, please. Yeah. Perfect. Good. Can family member in this category, how main owner can travel to the branch office? Visit visa. Business visit visa. Now in visit visa there is a myth, and the myth is I can only be in the UK for 6 months. That's wrong. You can be in the UK maximum up to 6 months in one visit. You can apply for multiple visit visa. You can be granted visit visa for 6 months, for 2 years, 5 years and 10 years. You can have 10 years of UK multiple visit visa. But when you have 10 years of UK multiple visit visa, you cannot stay in the UK more than 6 months in one stretch. Then you will say, how about if I leave the UK after 5 months and 29 days, leave the UK for 2 days and come back and again stay 6 months. That's called abuse of the visa category. Let's not do that. But are you prohibited to re-enter? The answer is no. If you have a right reason to come back, what is right reason? Right reason is right reason. Let's say I'm a director of the company and I have to be in the UK for 5 months and 29 days. Why was I in the UK? First thing first, I have to justify for 5 months. If I'm a director and owner of a UK operation, can I afford to be in the UK for continuous almost 6 months? Can I? If I am a genuine director. I am a director of my business in UK. I am here for only 10 days. Can I really afford to stay here in India for 6 months unless I have a good reason? If I have a very good reason, if I can explain, look, I am doing these events every 15 days in a different cities of India, then I would have that evidence as well. Look, I am here with you, that's the evidence. We have photographs, we have this here, if I have this evidence, then if I have a good reason, I will be in India. Nobody is stopping me, but it should be a good reason. It should be a good, genuine reason. That is it, end of story. You can come back, no problem. How many times would you do that? If you do that again and again and again, government wants to know why. They ask simple questions. They don't stop you. They will ask you, can you please, sir, explain me why are you here? Frequently. What are you doing? And if they find your answers are not credible, your answers are not convincing, then they will deport you. They will say, sir, look, we don't believe you, you can go. Please leave the country. When they ask you to leave country, it's not end of the world. You can again contact a lawyer, likewise myself. Say, look, this is wrong. The way they are sending me home, that's wrong. These are my reasons. Probably I have failed to explain my reasons. Can you help? We prepare a legal representation and we manage to get the person in the UK. There is a very big medical instrument manufacturing company in Ahmedabad, multi-million pound turnover. They are developing something for UK NHS, which is a UK health authority, right? So they are providing some sort of cost-effective manufacturing solution. So one of their senior member of staff has to be there for some sort of research for 6 months. So he was there, he did subsequent visit. The government did not believe. So they cancelled his visa on the port. They cancelled the visa, visit visa. They contacted us. So this guy, he was allowed entry, but his visa was cancelled. His passport was kept at the port, at the airport, at the Heathrow. And he said, you have 15 days, pack your bag and whatever you have, just finish and go home. He came to us. It was very crucial. The director of this business, he called me in UK, said, look, this very crucial phase we can't afford. We have done everything. We are on the last phase of starting this production, and on this contract, we can't afford. We need this guy at least extra 1 month so that we can conclude what we have started. So we prepared legal representation. And this guy, he was reinstated his visa. So he got his visa back. It's very simple. If you are genuine and if you have a right reason, you do not need to be afraid of visa process. That's what I want to say. You have to have a right reason. Now, yeah, so I covered something else, but I hope that was useful for you to know. If you are a businessman, you want to know this, what is visit visa even and how you can use that. So did I answer that question? Can family member, okay, so that question has changed in terms of priority. Let's take this. If I have minority shares in company, can I go? Yes, that's the answer. Yes is the answer. Yes, you can. Majority is majority shareholder, simple as that. I don't need to explain what is majority shareholder. If you are a minority shareholder, you can apply to go as a sole representative. In this category, that's covered how to cater business expansion letter on. Very good question, and this is brilliant question. Thank you so much, whoever has asked. So once you get a sole representative visa, so one of your senior member of staff, Ajit is going in UK, and now your business has expanded exponentially, and you said, now I need more 10 staff to send to UK. Brilliant. What you can do, you can get a tier 2 sponsor license. You can get a license. Just to make it easy for you to understand and without throwing too much of technical information, it's a approval you get from the UK government. So once you go to the UK, you open a branch office, you can open limited company in 24 hours. That's easy. You can have your limited company in 30 pounds, which is 3,000 rupees. In 3,000 rupees, you can have your limited company in UK in just 24 hours. Right? So this is how easy it is. Everything is digital, everything is quick. Once you open that company, you can apply for a special permission from the UK government. That's called a tier 2 sponsor license. With that license, you can send as many staff as many you want, right? As long as there is a genuine need. It's all about genuineness. So now I need to send my operations manager. Now I need to send my business development manager. Now I need to send my sales manager, right? So you can send more staff later on under this tier 2 route. And it's becoming very, very easy from 1st January 2021. After Brexit, government has announced their intention to make the immigration more wide, more open, easier, simpler for people to do business in UK. Next question, in this category, how to cater business expansion done What is majority shareholder criteria? Less than 50% of company ownership? Yes, that's right. I mean, majority, minority is self-explained, but yes, less than 50% is minority. Yes. Will a recent visit visa rejection affect the sole rep? No, not at all. No visa refusal in UK will affect your any future application. Every application is independent of any previous application. Having said that, if your application was refused alleging deception, if you have deceived and if that's been established that you have submitted some sort of fraudulent information or fraudulent document in your previous UK visa application, UK government has the right to refuse your future application for next 10 years. But you said, I did not submit fraud document, there is some sort of misunderstanding. Then you have to challenge that decision. Don't stop. If you are right and if you have a right reason to fight and if you have a corroborating information and supporting evidence, fight for it. You must not stop. If you have a right reason, please fight. Don't stop, right? With all due respect to UK immigration service providers and consultants, there is a lack of knowledge and experience as to how the UK immigration rules work. And there are thousands, hundreds of thousands I can't say, but there are thousands of people, they are suffering due to lack of this awareness and knowledge. You don't need to stop. So visit visa refusal will not affect. However, we want to know why was it refused? Was there any genuineness issue? We will read that refusal notice, try and understand, do we need to deal with that refusal notice for you? And if yes, we will deal with that professionally. If father is the owner company, can he send his son? Of course. If the son is not a majority shareholder of the company, then of course he can go as a sole representative to the UK. Whether LLP company can open office, as I said, there is no set legal structure requirement. So yes, the answer is yes. Do you provide visa guidance for other stakeholders like students or employees? Yes, we do. That's a separate immigration services we do. You can visit my website, which is avijasolicitors.com, and you will find various services we do provide. And if you don't find it, please drop me an email. And I'll provide my card as well as contact details at the end. Can owner visit UK after setting up a branch? Of course, and that is visit visa. More clarity about trading business and sole representative visa. So if I can please ask for more clarification, what do you mean by trading business and sole representative business? Question? Clarity about trading business and sole representative business. Okay, fine. So the question is not there anymore, I guess. We are having study center of Kathmandu. I want to open college or university in UK. I want to know approximate capital requirement. Again, we need to hire a business consultant who will do your research and prepare analysis, gap analysis, everything. They will do a market research for you, and then they can provide you the approximate cost. But I think it will be on a higher end of the spectrum, maybe 200,000, 300,000, maybe 2-3 crore rupees, maybe, I'm not sure. But we need to engage a professional who can do that research for you. How much old of parent company? There's no requirement. As I said, it's very flexible. It can be 6 months old, it can be 1 year old, 10, 20 years old, doesn't matter. But again, it has to be a legit business. If I do not have any business, then am I allowed to apply? No, because this is very simple as that. This visa is to open up a branch office of your existing business to the UK, right? So can you apply for sole representative visa? The answer is no, but yes, if you are a senior member of staff of a business, and if that business is keen to send you to the UK as a sole representative, the answer is yes. What is company what is company startup one having not long history is perfectly fine. I think so. It's a repetitive question. There is no set requirement. As I said, what kind of company return turnover required to show it's healthy company? Again, there is no set requirement. It's very subjective. It's very subjective. There is no set requirement. Will a recent that's done, that's new, top. Okay. Any more questions? Have I answered all the questions? If not, can you raise your hand and then I'll just try and find out if I missed anything. Di- yeah, okay. Yeah. Yes. Yes.
That's how we get the visa. So if we get the visa, and then do the whatever I want to do other businesses in the UK, can I do that, or do I have to do the same business over there?
Same business. It's you see the if you see the purpose is like you are opening up a branch. Sole representative. Let's say you are 10%, so you are not majority shareholder, you can go as a sole representative. Let's say you are going as a sole representative. So if you are representing your Indian parent company there in UK, so you can't do anything except an extension of the activity you are doing in India. Your dependent can do it, but you can't do it. So your dependent will have, let's say you are going, sir, as a sole rep, so you have to create an extension of the branch of Indian entity there, right? But any dependent, let's say wife and children, they have an unlimited right to work. There is no restriction on dependents' right to work. If that doesn't help as a solution, then we can discuss some personal immigration solution separately outside this event. Of course, you can drop an email and there are solutions I can suggest. Tier 1 investor visa. There is no more tier 1 entrepreneur visa. There is a tier 1 investor visa with £2 million, which is 20 crore of piece of investment. And there is a business, a solution around Turkish passport. So you buy Turkish passport for 2 crore rupees, investing into a piece of real estate in Turkey, and then you can apply for business visa through that route. It's kind of innovative solution. It's perfectly legit. Nothing wrong with that. Your money is, of course, in a piece of real estate. So I think I've covered all the question. But if I have not, please feel free to raise your hand. Yes, please, sir.
We have 4 partners.
Yes.
25% each. So how to define majority or minority?
Sure. So the question is, we are 4 partners, 25% each shareholder. So there is no majority shareholder, there is no minority shareholder, right? So in that case, probably you might have to restructure your partnership in a way where we can find out one partner who is not a majority shareholder, or one of you can be either considered as a majority and others are minority, and then the minority can go, right? It's simple as that. And again, it has to be a very legit restructuring of your company, because the government, UK government, they do ask about it. What was your previous structure? Because sometimes what happens, there is an abuse of this category as well, and it must be stopped, and it should not be, of course, entertained. People try and change, say, okay, I'm a 100% shareholder of the company, I want to go as a sole rep, which is a very nice, Yash explained very nicely, it's beautiful, right? It doesn't cost too much, no much capital. So let me go to UK, and they say, okay, I will change my ownership in my vice president, I'll go as a sole rep. It's fake, right? And of course, we don't encourage, and I definitely, my suggestion is not to do that. Great. Yes, sir.
We're talking about employees here.
Hmm.
They have no shareholding in the company.
Yes.
So what would define a senior level position?
It can be any. It's up to you. Again, it's subjective.
They can handle the decision making.
Thank you. Yeah, that's right. So the question is, if the person is not a senior majority shareholder, what is the definition of senior member of staff? It's up to you. You would not send somebody to UK who cannot perform, because it's not a cheap country to live. The living expense itself is very high, and you don't want to waste, as a business person, you do not want to waste your time, money and energy exercising this sole rep application, right? So you will find out the best person who can go there and perform, right? So it can be any senior member of staff you think is right for you to go there. Yes, please.
Is a visa allotted to company or that specific person?
Good question.
That person resigns after going there and joining.
Good question. So first thing first, the visa is being granted to the person, not to the company. You can't have multiple sole representative in UK. You can have only one sole representative. For some reason, if the relationship doesn't work out well with that sole representative, you can't replace that sole representative with other sole representative. Then you are, as a business, will ask, what is my protection? What happens? Anything can happen in life. The sole rep was to change their mind. Either they don't want to be there for any reason, or they find better opportunity. What the sole rep cannot do is, they cannot go and work for anybody else without proper permission. So they have to find some sort of different visa to work there. But let's not ignore the possibilities. If that was to happen, the best thing you can do is, you can let the sole rep go there. As soon as they reach there, of course you will establish your branch office, which is very quick. Get limited company done, get some other formalities done with the tax authorities, again very quick and simple and easy. Soon after that you should apply for license. Once you have that license of tier 2, under that you can send more staff. So once you have that, you can send more staff as a protection. Let's say your sole rep is off now, but you still have a license, so you can send more staff. You as a majority shareholder can go on a tier 2 visa as well, but the minimum salary you have to pay yourself is £160,000, and that's a lot of money. And the tax cost is a lot as well, 180,000, almost 80 lakh rupees per year. So that's tax implication in terms of employment law. So that's the answer. Yes. Any more question? Good question. The question is, what is the minimum salary for a sole representative who is going to UK? So by law, you must pay them national minimum wage. The national minimum wage in UK today is approximately £8.50 per hour. So it's work out around 15 to 16,000 pound per year. But if you look at the living expense of UK, I would say at least someone would need 20,000 pound as a salary, which is about 20 lakhs rupees approximately a year, for them to survive. So that's the answer. Thank you. So the question is, what is the duration of the sole representative visa? The duration of the sole representative, if granted, is 3 years. So it will be initially for 3 years. After 3 years, you can apply for extension, and that will be for 2 more years. And after total 5 years, the sole representative themselves will get permanent residency, that is settlement, indefinite leave to remain. And after more 1 year, you can apply for the sole rep can apply for British passport. After they get indefinite leave to remain, which is permanent residency, they are free from immigration control. So there is no restriction on their stay in UK after 5 years. So 3 plus 2. The follow-up question might be, what is the requirement for extension? Again, there is no set requirement. As long as you have made genuine efforts to establish your branch office in UK, it can be anything. Now, say, what is genuine effort? Again, there is no set requirement. You have to come and convince me, say, look, this is what I have been doing. And if someone, 3 years is a lot of time. If you are genuinely engaging yourself to expand your business, I'm sure you will do a lot of activities, right? If you bring along those evidence, that is enough for us to get an extension for 2 more years. Do I need to create few vacancies? The answer is no. No specific vacancy creation requirement. Do I need to invest minimum funds in UK? The answer is no. There is no specific set requirement. Do I need to have minimum turnover in UK to have extension? No, there is no set requirement. So you see, there is a very, very flexible visa category. Again, having said that, when it looks very flexible, what I say and suggest is, there is no room of ingenuity, right? You have to have a genuine. They may ask you a question. If you fail, you could be refused. Genuineness, simple, genuine effort. Make sense? Yes, please.
Once we have that reason to expand the second branch in UK, later on, based on seeing the opportunity there, with the reason, or suppose he has explained it is trading, and then it is somewhat a manufacturing something, the reason extended or some other opportunity, what happens? Is that to be documented or something, anything, or how?
Good. So the question is, what if your purpose of being in UK was to change? The purpose is to, let's say, open up a trading office, but the purpose is changing. What you are doing is, look, remember, it's a sole representative. You are opening up an extension of your Indian headquarter to the UK as a branch, right? So you have to do something in line with your parent company's activities, right? So let's say you are in, let's say, a construction business. You can't open restaurant there, right? So now it should be an extension of UK activity. As long as there, the sole representative visa is perfectly fine. Any more question? Now if you want to do completely different, then we have to discuss different immigration option for UK, right? There are few options available which we can discuss separately. I think so we have covered most of the question. If you have any more, time is very limited.
To all of you who are present in this audience, I am sure you have learnt from the experience that Yash has shared with us things that are essential to be done and can help each one of you to set up and expand your business in the UK. Thanks to Ajit for setting the ball rolling with his first question, and thanks to Yash for taking over from there and answering every question that you raised today. I am sure the learning and the sharing has been something that will help you in doing what you want to do, that is, expand your business in the UK. Friends, it is customary at Ahmedabad Management Association to thank our guests, and I take this opportunity to thank Yash on behalf of all of you and Ahmedabad Management Association with a token of our love and appreciation. Yes.